Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Swathi Santi. If you are watching my channel for the first time, please subscribe to this channel, hit that like button and share this with your friends. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to apply for a spousal open work permit step-by-step process. So in today's video, bonus point is not only we are going to apply for a spousal open work permit, and also if you have children, you can also apply for a visitor visa for your child along with the spousal open work permit in only one application that we are going to see today how to apply. Before going into today's video, please note that I'm not any certified immigration consultant. I'm sharing this informative videos out of my own research and interest. Before you follow along, please do your own research too. Let's get into today's video.
Okay, first you have to go to cic.gc.ca to log into your IRCC account. So once you're in the website, you can go to my application to log into your account. So you can see the sign in option here. So if you don't have an account, you can register for an account with your email and password, or if you already registered, you can go to your GCK username and password and log in with your credentials. So once you logged into your CIC account, you can come to the bottom of the page. Then you will see an option like start an application. There you will see an option apply to come to Canada. Click on that one. So here you're applying for the spousal open work permit for the first time. You don't have any reference code to begin your application, so come down and you have three options here: visitor work permit, express entry, IEC. These two are not options that we are applying right now, so we are applying for a open work permit. So just go through the work permit option. Here the website, it will ask a bunch of questions to see if you're eligible to apply for the work permit or not. So just go through this and fill up all these questions first. So the first question is, what would you like to do in Canada? So here we choose work because we are applying for a work permit. And how long are you planning to stay in Canada? Here you can choose a temporarily more than 6 months, and select the code that matches one on your passport. For example, here I'm choosing India for now. Whatever your country of birth, you can, or the country that on your passport, you can choose that here. And the next question is, what is your current country of residence? If you are presently in Canada, you should select Canada. So we are here applying for the spousal open work permit outside of Canada. So whatever your current country of residence, you can select that here. For example, I'm choosing India here. Your spouse is on under work permit. He or she is not a citizen or permanent resident yet, so you can choose no for here. And your date of birth, select your date of birth here. Click next. So some more questions. Next question: are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States? Here choose no, because most of the people are not US citizens who are applying for the open work permit to Canada. So the next question is for LMIA, that is offer of employment. If you are applying for the open work permit, you won't have LMIA, so you can choose no here and then click next. So these are some more questions. Just go through them properly. So the first one is, do you plan to work any of the following work permit exempt categories? So these are all the work permit exempt categories, like civil services or government services. In most of the cases, like in my case particularly that I applied for someone else, they are not going to work on any of these occupations, so I'm choosing no here. And will you be coming to Canada under an active public policy or special measures? No, they are just applying for an open work permit. The next one is, are you a spouse, common law partner, or dependent child of a person who has or is applying for work permit or a study permit? So here you will choose yes, because you are a spouse of a person who is on closed work permit in Canada. So this option is yes. And the next question is, have you recently graduated from a participating Canadian post-secondary institution? You are applying for a spousal open work permit from outside of Canada in my case, so this answer should be no. Then click next. What is your marital status? Obviously it's going to be married. because you're applying for the spousal open work permit. And the next one is what is your province or territory of destination. You can choose any province here. I am choosing Ontario for example. Then click next. Based on the information you provided, so you're eligible to come to Canada under the open work permit outside of Canada application. So here it's showing you may be eligible to come to Canada with an open work permit. That's what we are exactly applying for. So you're already answered all questions correctly. That's why it's showing you are eligible to apply for the open work permit from outside of Canada. Click continue here. So there are few more questions. Just click continue. So the next question, what type of work permit do you want to apply for? Here just read all the options and go through them. It's not postgraduate work permit. It's a work permit of a spouse of international student or a family member of a work. Your spouse is working here, so it's going to be a work permit of it's going to be a spousal work permit. Then click next. So here, are you accompanying a family member that has status in Canada? Your spouse has a status, but he or she is already in Canada, but you are applying from outside Canada. So this option will apply no, because no one is accompanying you. You are coming by yourself. Click next. Have your committed been arrested? So I think this will be no for most of the cases. So click next. Have you had a medical exam performed when an LCC panel physician? So if you have a medical, if you already provided medical examinations, you can click yes. Or if you are just applying for the first time and you're still waiting for an request to go for the medicals, you can click select no. So in my case that I'm applied, they already did the medicals, so I'm clicking yes here. I'm choosing yes and then next. Do you want to submit an application for family member? Here if you are coming by yourself, like a only spouse, you can select no here. But any children are with you and they are accompanying you to Canada, they can also, as I mentioned, they can also get the visitor visa. So you can select yes here to add your children and then you can click next. So it's asking if you're submitting application for more than one family member, please start with your spouse or common law partner if it applies. So your spouse is already in Canada, that doesn't matter. Then click next. So now you are filling out information for your children. So if it's just start with the one children. If you have one or more children, you can add all of them, but start with the one children first. So what country does your family member live in? I'm choosing India for example here. In this case, whatever the country this member will live in, you can choose that country. Next, which country issued your family member's passport? I'm also choosing India here. You can choose whatever your family member's passport issued country here. Then click next. Is your family member a permanent resident of the United States? In 99% of the cases it should be no. You can select no and click next. So what is your family member's current marital status? So most of the time it should be children, they are not married, so you can say never married or single. And your family member's date of birth, let's say choose your family member's whatever date of birth is. And where will your family member be staying in Canada? You can choose the same province as whatever you choose for yourself. Here the next question is your family member currently or will they be living in Canada with a parent or legal guardian for their entire stay? Yes, because they are going to be staying with their parents. Click next. If you are a family member traveling with a parent who does not have full legal custody of them, no, because most of the parents will have a legal custody of them. If this is yes, you can choose yes, and then they will provide you the documents according to that. And then next, why is your family member visiting Canada? Like, why is your children visiting Canada? For this you can choose because they are visiting, right? You can choose visit all other type because it's not tourism. They are going to visit or staying with their family, so you can choose visit all other types. Click next. So the next question is, Does your family member want to apply for a parent and grandparent super visa? Only if your child or grandchild is in Canada is a PR or citizen. You are eligible to apply for a PG1 visa, otherwise you must apply for a visitor visa. So, does your family member want to apply for a parent and grandparent super visa? No. They are just applying for a visitor visa. Next. Has your family member ever committed been arrested? So, I'm assuming it's no for most of the cases. Click next. Has your family member had a medical exam performed by an IRCC? So if you already provided medical exam, you can choose yes or no. So in the case that I created an application, they already provided medical exam for both parents and the children. So that's why I chose yes here, and then click next. So there are fees associated with the application. You can choose yes, you will be paying the fees. Next. The next one is, do you want to submit an application for another family member? Like you already mentioned details for your, if you have two children, you mention details for your one children, and if you have another children to add to your application, you can choose yes here and you can provide the details next, otherwise you can choose no, and it's according to your preference or details. If you have more children, you can add them one by one. Then yeah, click next. Are you giving someone access to your applications? No, mostly. Maybe if you're applying through a representative, you can choose the first option. You will be appointing a representative because they are gonna have access to your application and they do all the updates and everything on behalf of yourself. So you can choose this option. Otherwise, you are applying by yourself on online. You can choose option no, because nobody is applying on your behalf, you're applying for yourself. This option is no, and click next. So in the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprints? You're coming to Canada for the first time, so most probably you wouldn't have given fingerprints, so this option should be no. Next. There are fees associated with this application. Yes, you will be paying all the fees associated. Next. And are you able to make a digital copy of all your documents? Yes, you need to provide all the documents. And then you will be paying your application fees online. Yes, you will be using your card to pay your fees. Next. So these are all the answers we provided from beginning of the applications. So just go through them all once and make sure all the information is correct. And if there is any changes, you can just click on this pencil icon and you can edit the answers. Once you make sure every answer is correct, click continue. So these are the steps you have to follow. You must log into your account, then you have to save your applications. You need to upload all your documents and whichever the formats that will be accepted, those are mentioned here. Then you have to pay your fees, then click continue. So these are the documents that are required. Based on the answers you provided, they will give you the forms that you need to fill up. So first one is for the spouse. So the first one is application to work permit made outside of Canada, IMM 1295. So you have to download this one and you can open this in Adobe, then fill the form and you can upload. Then supporting documents, there is a family information form, IMM 5707. You need to upload your passport. This is a family member representative, IMM 5713, because you're applying for your children also, right? So you're applying for on behalf of them. So this one is for giving authorization that you're applying for your children also. And if you gave medical exam, you can mention it here. If not, this option won't appear. And your photo. Then in the client information, if you have any additional documents you want to submit, you can mention it here. So family members, you mentioned that one children is coming with you, so it's for the visitor visa. So basically you can apply for yourself and your children in one application. So this is for the application for visitor visa, TRV made outside of Canada, IMM 5257. you have to download and save this form, and you can fill out and upload the file. And the supporting documents that require for a visitor visa for your child are their passport, their photo, and if they have done medical exam previously, you can upload the proof that they did it. Or otherwise, this option, if you select no for the medical exam, this option won't appear. Then if you want to provide any additional documents or supporting documents to support your application, you can upload them here. So these are the fees associated with your application. Work permit fee for the spouse, that is $155. Biometrics fee, that is $85. And these are the visitor visa and open work permit holder fee, totally for $40. So once you fill out all these forms and once you upload it, because nothing is uploaded here, once you uploaded all the forms, the next option will appear here. Then you can pay your fees then and submit your application, and you can wait for your biometric request. And yeah, the processing time will vary, depends. So this is the complete application for a spousal open work permit with the children visitor visa included. So yeah, this is how you do the whole application.